Hello everybody, you're so welcome. Today inshallah I'm going to explain simple past. Okay, it's a past tense. Okay, so for simple past we're going to see the use, the form and the signal words. So let's start with number one, which is the use of simple past. When do we use simple past? So the first use is to express an action that started and finished in the past, which means that the action started, for example, yesterday and finished yesterday, or started in the morning and finished in the morning. It has no relationship with the current time, with the present time. For example, I played football yesterday. So this is the verb. Okay, I played football yesterday. So yesterday finished, and sure, the action finished too. Okay? The second use is to express several actions. When I say several actions, I mean a lot of actions. I mean different actions. I mean many actions. They could be, by the way, successive actions or different actions in the past. And sure, they have started, again, they have started and finished in the past. Okay? For example, yesterday, I got up. Okay, got up. This is the first verb or the first action. I got up. I had a shower. This is the second verb. Okay, I had a shower and went to school. So here in this sentence we have three verbs, three actions in the past, three actions that started and finished when? Yesterday. Okay, yesterday. It's a finished time, finished actions. Okay, I hope that they are clear. So these are the most important uses of simple past. So let's move on to number two, the form of simple past. Okay, let's continue the form of simple past. Okay, the first and the most important thing that you have to understand first and to bear in mind is that we have two types of verbs. Okay, in simple past we have two types. We have regular and irregular verbs. Okay, let's start with regular verbs. So for regular verbs we have a rule to follow. Okay, we have a rule, and this is the main rule: verb plus ed. So I repeat, to form a verb, a regular verb, to form a regular verb in simple past, add ed. For example, play, played, work, worked, open, opened. Okay, and so on and so forth. So this is the main rule. The main rule is to add ed. This is an example here. But sure, there are some spelling rules. Okay, you have to do some changes, then you add ed. By the way, always have ed. Okay. Example, study. So the verb here finishes with y, and the y preceded by consonants. Okay, the y preceded by consonant. So what shall we do? We remove the y like that. We replace it with I. Then you add ed. Okay, so I repeat, study. Study, the verb finishes with y, preceded by consonants. So you remove the y and you replace it with I. Okay, I. Then you add ed. Okay, I give you another verb, another example, like carry. This is carry. Carry. So again, you remove the y, you replace it with I, then you add ed. I hope that it's clear. Let's move on to the third, okay, which is stop. So stop here is as a CVC by the end. What do we mean with CVC? Consonant, vowel, consonants. Okay, the verb finishes with CVC. So which is T, vowel, which is O, and P, which is another consonant. So what shall we do? We double the last consonant, then we add ed, so it becomes stopped with double P plus ed. Okay? The last one, which is a verb that has already an e by the end. Okay? The verb dance here has already an e. So what shall we do? We add only d. We add only d. We don't add another e then d. No. Okay? You add only or just a d because the verb has an e already. Okay? I hope that it's clear. So by the end, you all have an ed by the end. Okay? Again. I hope that it's quite clear here. Okay? So for regular, this is the rule. This is the main rule. Verb plus ed. Let's move on to irregular verbs. So for irregular verbs, here you have no rule to follow. You have no spelling rules, but you have to memorize. Okay? So for irregular verbs, you have a list. Okay? You have a list with 3 columns. Okay? 3 columns: infinitive, simple past, and past participle. Okay? So, sure, we are talking about simple past. So we are going to look for the second column of the list. The second column of the list. So here I've written a word, and I make it quite clear here that you have to memorize because there is no rule. Some verbs change and some don't. Okay, for example, here you have get is the infinitive. Simple past is got. You have again read. Simple past is read. You have speak. Simple past is spoke. So there are 3 examples. Okay? 3 examples, and they are completely different. Okay? They are completely different. So the only solution is to memorize. So I hope that you have understand that in simple past you have 2 types of verbs, regular and irregular. Here you have rules to follow, and here you don't. Let's move on to the negative and interrogative forms. So let's continue again. So for the affirmative form, we have said that we have 2 types of verbs, regular and irregular. Okay? Here, I've written 2 examples. Okay? Affirmative form, 2 examples with 2 different verbs, irregular and regular. For example, I spoke Spanish. I spoke Spanish. So the verb here is in simple past. This is the verb. Is in simple past, and it's an irregular verb. They played tennis. They played tennis. So here again, played is a verb in simple past. It's a regular verb. Okay, it finishes with ed. So I've written these 2 examples to base on them and work on the negative and interrogative form. Let's start with the negative. So for the negative, this is the form of a negative sentence. So it's subject, did not or didn't, plus verb in the base form. When I say verb in the base form, I mean that the verb is in the infinitive without to. Infinitive without to. For example, to play. To play is a verb in the infinitive. When I removed to, I keep play. Played verb here is in the base form, in the infinitive without to. So let's see the examples. I, subject, I, did not or didn't, plus verb, as I told you, in the base form. Speak. Look at in simple past, it was spoke. spoke. In the infinitive, without to or base form, it becomes speak. We have already here conjugate the auxiliary, so we don't have to conjugate the verb. So in simple past, I spoke Spanish. Negative form, I didn't or I did not speak Spanish. Let's see the second example. They played tennis. They played tennis. Affirmative. Negative form, they did not play. We remove ed. So play tennis. They did not play tennis. I hope that the negative form is quite clear. So let's move on to the interrogative form. So for the last form, which is the interrogative form, this is the form of the sentence. We say did, so we inverge the subject with the auxiliary. Normally we start a sentence with a subject. This is normally, but sure, when we have a question, so we put the inversion of the subject with the auxiliary. So we start with the auxiliary, which is did, plus subject, plus verb in the base form. As I told you before, the base form is the infinitive without to. And you continue your sentence. Don't forget the question mark, since it's a question. For example, if you still remembered the two sentences, so I spoke Spanish. This is the affirmative sentence. I spoke Spanish. Negative, I didn't speak Spanish. And for the question, did you? So start with auxiliary plus subject. Auxiliary plus subject. Did you speak Spanish? Did you speak Spanish? The second example, it was they played tennis. Negative form, they didn't play tennis. And for the question, did they play tennis? Did they play tennis? So this is the interrogative form, and since now we have done the use, the form, and we still have signal words. The signal words. We continue with the last step, which is signal words. Okay, signal words are words that show you that the sentences are in simple past. Normally they are helpful for students, for example, when they give you an exercise, a multiple tenses exercise. So whenever you see these words, you directly understand that the sentences or that the verbs should be conjugated in simple past. Okay, so here are 4 signal words, or I mean main signal words, the most common one. You have yesterday, in, and you give a year, past year, an expression of time here, then ago, and last plus another expression of time. So here are the examples. Have a look here. Yesterday, I got up early. So yesterday, I got, the verb is in simple past. Okay? Again, I traveled to Canada in 1999. I traveled, the verb is in simple past. By the way, here I have written only one L. You can double the L. Okay? You can double the L because it finished with the CVC. So you double the last consonant, and here you have American and British. Anyway, both of them are correct. I traveled to Canada in 1999. Another example, they visited, the verb is simple past, they visited their grandmother 2 days ago. Expression of time, 2 days, and the word ago. The last example, she went to school last Friday. She went, the verb went is verb to go, so went is simple past. To school last plus an expression of time, which is Friday. last Friday. So she went to school last Friday. So like that, we have seen every signal words. So I hope that I helped you to understand simple past. It's an easy lesson, and what's good about it is you have only one form with all subject pronouns. So I got, you got, he got, she got, we got, you got, and they got. So it's an easy lesson and an easy tense. I hope that it's quite clear. Thank you for your attention and see you next time, inshallah.